Oh yeah, they did this shit. Cap. People going to certain states of like cooking shit early from almost to the parts of one house. There we go. Because that's where Kyoko is. I don't know how it happened. It's like a war zone. Move this area to Kyoko. I'm supposed to be in here. Now we can go in here now. Everything should be that's right to look. So DVD killed game updated player. It said that was been now they put on the screen. I stared into the black monitor. It had been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. Then all of a sudden, the image appeared. That Sayaka. I told us prior I was Sayaka. Who knows how long?
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
What's up with the main position on the screen?
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
So
this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? That was obviously total wrong. And they told us that you would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school. I accept.
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
It didn't seem so bad. It's on cute, as if on cute, that's where the video cut out. Is it? There was a lot I had to understand up to now. But this one did. Just comprehend why it hurt. Because I know how much I want to get out of here. And how much I want to get back soon. That's so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say? Why would she say yes to his correct for life? As I sat to think about it, I know this is really right. I want to do this. I was ready to back on the screen. That's what I'm saying. Oh wait, that's it. I turned back to a screen. If I was confused before what I saw next, was pretty right over the edge. What? Oh. Yeah, I remember those had been erased or something. What I saw was new, possible, undeniable, impossibly undeniable.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Why does this look Photoshop or something? Still look fake.
Yes.
We have like a little bit at each other. He and I, what happened? He and I wanted like a very normal conversation. But I am here now. Had absolutely no memory of that. No memory. You and me and had myself. That's really down to talk to myself.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Can be real.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
What happened? The video cut out. The video people think again and again with the others. Shakuya. Toko. Aoi. Hina. Everyone. All set for the good school friends. And Kyoko, right? Kyoko. Thinking to let the focus completely right there, Chef Manhattan. She said that was happening to this cat in her father. When he asked this question, he was at home. She said to me like, to the school. And I said the interview was wrapped up. Tomorrow the sun went black. Huh? The witch of Martha Dupa itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck?
Say what?
Look, it looks like it broke out of service. Well, it just happened to break
Too
down.
bad.
Now then, what does it matter? Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? If you were my ass, you couldn't power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it would just be more of the same. That's them to be that. Ask them the question that how was it? I let a huge brain hit inside. I did. Remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation with myself.
It would seem...
Came back on it now. At that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to school. I couldn't remember what my ability was. Or But what would make you forget?
Hey.
Strange things, how to mention, happens by chance. Taking was too convenient. Community outcome to message. Only for your favorite things. So does that mean I lost one number 2? Like, what about the other? You all forgot it, or... DVD is something to infection and handbook. Time? Everything.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
Wait, what?
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Start beginning again. Class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. Last hope and despair are on the lines. So I have to do this. Okay, this is the end. Do this. So y'all.
Makoto.
Remember Makoto.
Listen.
We need to prepare. Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone around the here?
However.
So I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like you said. Yakuya. Face of anger. Yakuya. They arrived one after another. So they were all in the same state of shock. Hina and Hiro. Silence. And there was an almost like definitely signs of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared!
Really?
I'm on fire!
It's so wonderful, so cool. Oh, my lord, ablaze. Now listen, everything will be fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
I'll stab and all in shift. The master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone. My adorable little boy. If it's what master want, it can be boy, girl, anything in between. I can handle it. What? Damn. No human language described with this. No human language can describe the disappointment. They want to get and one of those gloomy gun faces.
Well now.
People are like, let's
Kills!
Couldn't be slaughtered in pitch black despair. My next to the star.
That's fine.
But this is the final class and this time I'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all this slander. I'm a very good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe, I'll take home the Tira everywhere. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white!
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
No, sure. We'll begin the trial already. Sure, let's get trial ready. I'll be waiting for you down below.
Guys.
Oh, don't try to run away. I think I'll add more to the street.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. The simple common Bilbo was the first into the elevator. One by one, others followed. She mad? Nobody made eye contact, no whistle with screams to
Hey.
them. They're all acting odd. They get paranoid, suspicious of each
However.
other. We know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However.
When he made the hint thing. Well, you can tell us all about our school as a class trial. Right.
So.
I'm ready to win, right? Of course. Glad to hear you say that. We Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Starting my way towards the opening steps to such that got me off. So this will be the last time I repeat myself. But there were no fear, no mystery left. Put anxiety down, calm my trembling body, finally one sleepy legs. Wait, shit. No way. So I put anxiety down, calm my trembling body, and finally unsteady legs. Past the threshold and so in the elevator. Don't worry, came to descend. Deeper and deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper fell. Pause. Closed my eyes as sight fell away. All sound disappeared. Lonely as I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Final trial. Anything is really just the perfect backdrop for society. There's a long way it lasting, but always final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the 16th seat.
Chills!
Let's do this. Skills. Alright.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Adding new rules
So
now.
listen up!
So late in the game.
If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't,
You'll
then
die.
I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
It's hard for him to say that.
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you?
Oh, never mind.
You're all out to get me! I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Make your argument.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
All three of them think that everyone around them is sure that Trump loves it. And friendship and
You guys have all been working.
I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence of...
What a coincidence. I have evidence that proves everyone.
What? This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of...
No, it's wrong.
No, that's right.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it.
Okay,
But that
fake.
can't be right. Because in my picture... See?
Yep.
I'm the only one not in it.
You guys like
Hero,
it too.
you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
It's just like I thought. Can't believe you doing me whack talk, bro.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Well, which review Nicholas Trap has something common as regards. This can be regarded as implicitly controlling people. What?
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it.
Yep.
So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got,
What about Byakuya's
she's the
picture?
only one missing. And in the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
What the heck?
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
You have to learn fake.
When we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
You know, there might be more to this than just Makuma trying to see someone else apology about everyone's picture. Listen, at me.
Can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Contract is a nice little word.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So there's something unusual about the two photos. So let me compare each of them one more time. Capture photo. Right there. Hey, let's go to Juko. Hey, look at Sakura. She's right behind us with the Hawk. Picture. Hero's picture. In mine. There's some picture of all of us, and I can't quite think out something. I told her to test the both of that one and told her to get that. The photo affects all the whole speak to the wearing matching uniform. We're knowing it's on clothes. It's pictured well. We'll know it's on the poetry what we call it other than that there's something self-vision but photo.
Can you just forget about the photo?
That's alright.
Already? Ugh. Trying to trick you with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake?
Yep, unless the memories were right.
I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. Is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
My words are erased. These are all numbers. Maybe I don't remember this picture isn't as fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible and unbelievable, entirely horrific reason. And damn it. Amnesia.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah! We all lost our memories? That's just crazy!
So imagine they wouldn't believe it, no matter how much they feel. If that's not the truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward to it. They accept it. There's another way to make your argument.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
So the idea that we all lost our memories.
It's totally stupid! Obviously! You're saying we all got... Since when did this turn into some kind of...
I promise you, I haven't lost my... Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
That one's wrong.
Shoot!
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, ever since I got to this, I remember everything that's happened.
There we go, that's
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lied! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
Yeah, there's a TV right there.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as
I
reality.
want to see the video. There's TV right there.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
This is the last one.
And
Sorry.
how did we answer?
You said yes.
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane!
Yeah.
How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Really?
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
How?
Oh, making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss.
All of us lost our memory.
You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Yep.
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
What
How?
is Kingdom Hearts?
Come, that
Kingdom
hardly
memory?
matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, will you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost.
True.
There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with? To try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does.
Oh yeah, because if we're friends, it'll be harder for them to do that, to kill each other.
But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either we have to play every last minute secret. So we have to play every last minute yourself. And we can move up. The one who killed Moko, the true master, that's what we need to expose. And who did it?
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
It must be.
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly!
No.
You're just making stuff up! There's no way the mastermind is here! The mastermind is probably 1,000,000 miles away!
Damn.
Shoot!
So who did it? Whoever did it is that much I'm sure of.
When you... The mastermind...
Of course, they have to be...
What makes you so sure?
Exactly! You're just making stuff up.
The mastermind is probably 1,000,000 miles away! Those masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Damn it.
That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
I don't know.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly! You're just... Maybe the mastermind is
Probably. His masterminds always lurk off in the background.
So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Shoot!
So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
When you think it's the mastermind?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just... The mastermind is probably him. Because masterminds always work off in the background, right? So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same one who... That much I'm sure of.
When you think it's the mastermind?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
Got it. Finally got it right.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma.
Hey. No question somewhere. No question somewhere within school. How do you know? Like it or something?
The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time.
Yep.
So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt.
Unless the mastermind isn't the one that controls Monokuma.
In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I tried telling you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people taking students to close up in home speak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me!
I blame Makoto!
What?
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed!
Because you're the only one who survived.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking?
We should put our minds towards son's mystery.
Talking about the murder.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Head injury, right?
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Those actually the ones that
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
I was there with other ones, but these were at least
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago.
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
What? Where the murder itself took place, at least. Because she had all those wounds. Because she had all those wounds when she came here.
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know...
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
Toko's still alive to this point.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying in the first place?
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, you made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100, so when you think about it, obviously, she got all those...
No, it's wrong!
No, it's wrong.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle.
Let me save this.
The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
But if that's what killed her...
Doing this. Alright, y'all. Of the wounds, of course, all the while I was being killed here.
And does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
Sure, it doesn't skip anything.
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
Havoc killed us. That means we've been dead for who knows.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
True. I
got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
There must no one like this one that attacked me if I didn't see their face. You had a very extreme technical turn that the mask attacker. Yeah, this one doesn't have no tattoos and they don't have fingernails. The body had fingernails, fake fingernails. You had a very obvious turn that the mask attacker. Should be obvious.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there is another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips? You never saw their face, so you can't have any... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba! Shoot! You never saw their... So you can't have... I'm telling you now,
You're wrong. There's another part of the...
Oh? Is it the right or the left hand? Maybe the right foot.
There we go, right hand. Where's right hand? No,
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo.
and she had nails too. The attacker didn't have any fake nails. I didn't see any red nails on the attacker.
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Panicking.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh?
Oh,
Show
my
me
glove.
what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Well, anyone could say anything. Okay, well, that's really
Your hands!
So thinking a lot of gas. More than just a little burn
Awful,
skin.
isn't it? It happened
Hand was
when I was
burnt.
first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kira seems to stay for the worst as she said them. Then she probably would have back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
Should have been in the biolab.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
Biolab.
To hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
Only one place. Same thing. Anywhere else the body could be stored. Biolab.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yeah, the freezer thing.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
So that's how the body was given the biolab to the garden.
I got it!
Got it.
What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden,
my bad.
they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wait, what? So when the killer moved the body so when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed the tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect. They must have grabbed the tarp to wrap it in. They simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess! Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved!
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?